What's up, guys? bob.bob.the.gamer here, coming at you with some more Edison content. Today we got myself on the left playing X-sabers, and we got Rob on the right playing xx-saber, rematch from last week. So Rob's going to start off with United and Iroh, which is the one that hits like flip effects and stuff. 1700 guy. Looks like he's got a deep prison. He's going to set deep prison. Iroh up higher, prepping him for assault. Alright, we're going to start off with heavy. Pretty good start from us. We get rid of his pot of greed, effectively, and his deep prison. We're just double checking what Iroh does here, making sure he's not going to stop any of my dudes. Trying to figure out what path we want to take here. But I think we make the correct call here. Takes us a second to kind of see it. Really thinking about if we want to set like a recruiter or whatever, but then he could draw a hand, and then hand's just going to pop our dude, and we're in a really bad spot at that point. So, we're going to just try and make things happen here. We're going to go Giant Rat. I don't know, I wanted to call him Rescue Rat. Yeah, cool name. We're gonna crash into him, get out the life points, because obviously I'll need to see those. And we're going to go get Emmer's Blade here. Assuming I can find one. Maybe they were clumped. And do Emmer's Blade attack. Take another 400. Then we're going to go to Full Helm. Do we have the book here? That would be really good. Am I good at the game? No, we don't. We're going to go main 2, play level limit. Okay, so we're hoping to get value out of that next turn. Not amazing. Didn't love that, to be honest. I would have much preferred Book of Moon in that scenario, but what are you going to do? You got to work with what cards you draw. Rob's going to get Rhoda. Okay, he's going to get Hand. So, as kind of we predicted here, Hand would have been really bad for us. It's still not going to be great, but, you know. At least we've got X-sabers in grave at this point. Kind of setting us up. So. Alright, he's going to tribute Iroh. Get rid of Full Helm. And Hand is a 3-star for some reason. But it is. It actually makes the matchup a little tougher. That Hand is really, like, what makes the matchup tough. Alright, so he's going to attack in here. Get a cool 16. Excuse me. We do have 2 X-sabers in grave now, though, which is beneficial for us. And he's going to play a back row. So, unfortunately, we have to True Nade here. Because we got the kitty. Alright, so we're going to go rescue Cat. Yeah, I know it's beat up on the end. It's fine. I'm just going to ride it till it dies, I think. I have a couple different versions of the OG and the Alt-Art. I like both. Some people don't like Alt-Art stuff, but I do. Alright, so we're going to go double Air Bellum into Fall Troll. Obviously very good for us here. What's the play? Okay, so we're going to go get the Full Helm Knight. Okay. So this is a lot of damage here. So was that 800? Get in for 1616, 32. We're going to rip 2 cards. Obviously very good for us. So we're just doing whatever we leave him with. So he's got a Zanji in hand. It's actually a misplay on my part. We don't attack for 1300. Sometimes when you're ripping cards, you kind of forget. That's why I've tried to like move my guys backwards a little bit. That way I kind of know what has and hasn't attacked. But we're gonna just get Rob to scoop it up anyway. He's gonna call it. We're gonna go to game 2. Good start for us. Kind of had a little bit of a nuts though. Heavy plus True Nade plus Cat plus Fall Troll. I mean, you can't really ask for a whole lot more, you know. Alright, he's going to start off with Gateway. And Zanji. Okay. Good start for Rob. So you got the Grandmaster. Oh, he does. Look at him. He wants it. There he is. Okay, so we got Grandmaster. He's going to get more tokens. Gateway's such a good card, man. It's so good. Just reading Zanji to make sure, you know, we can play around that effectively. And then he's got the Shogun Shien as well. Very, very, very strong start for Rob here. It looks like he's going to burn his 4 gateway charges to search. What did you search? Yaichi, hand, something like that. Hand, there it is, yep. I wonder if My Body's a Shield's kind of good against 6 AMs. Because they use... If you have 2 gateways and a hand and a Grandmaster, it's just like Regeki. They just blow your whole field. And they do it one at a time, so it's not like Starlight Road, you know, stops anything. My Body, though, that would stop it. But considering playing that card next Sabers a little bit, but I don't know. Doesn't hit D-Prison. Realistically, it's not going to hit Oppression unless they do it off a Fall Troll that's already on the field. You know, you can't do it on the Cat play. You can't do it... Well, they can't Oppression your full Hellman to, like, get X-Saber back guy. But... You know, and you can't do it into Synchros, so really it's only good off, like, the Fall Troll thing. So that's why I'm kind of, like, hesitant, but... And Deep Prison and Oppression are pretty annoying for this deck. I mean, they're good cards overall, don't get me wrong, but... Alright, so we're going to set 2 and play defense. He's got the other gateway plus hand. Here's the Regeki play. Granted, we leave 1 monster. So I guess it's, what, Shield Crush? But, do we have the Torrential here? Doesn't look like it. So he's going to go 2. Notable thing about Gateway is that it can pull from tokens or counters or whatever they're called anywhere on the field. So he's going to tribute the Grandmaster. He's going to pop the 4. And then he's going to go get Grandmaster. Special Summon Grandmaster. We had to set Thunder King here. Obviously not great. Didn't love that. We're going to take a ton of damage. Might be lethal. If not, it's damn close. Yeah, we're just going to scoop it up. I think it was exact lethal there. Very, very strong start from Rob. So, I had the nuts, he had the nuts. Now, maybe we'll actually get a game here. Go to game 3. So I'm going to start things out. We're going to go summon Thunder King. The idea with the Thunder Kings here is to stop him from searching with Gateway. So that's kind of the idea, is to stop him from getting out, you know, the Grandmaster and stuff. Excuse me. Alright, so he's going to go United. Summon Zanji, and we're going to go Book. I think this is actually a misplay on our part here. The idea was to stop the Grandmaster and stop his, you know, his Pot of Greed off of the United. But I think that I should have let him summon the Grandmaster, go to battle phase, and then booked it. But, I mean, he could have drawn into extra traps, too. So, I mean, it's hard to say. I think that maybe... I think waiting was maybe better, but, I mean, it depends on what he draws off of the 2 cards, right? 2 cards is a lot. But then again, we had Cold Wave, so I think really just booking the Grandmaster and then Cold Waving to beat over him should have been our game plan. Rob's going to think here on the Cold Wave. Usually when I Cold Wave, it's pretty crazy stuff, so I think that's what he's kind of worried about. He's going to sell him our Cold Wave. I don't know if that was worth it from Rob, but I see why he did it. Alright, so we're going to summon Airbellum. Very, very good for us here. So we're going to go Thunder King, kill Zanji. Airbellum's going to get in there for 16, and we're going to get to rip a card. Very, very good start for us. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to hit the heavy, which is amazing for us. Looks like we hit heavy, so we can kind of set the back row here. Looks like we have Saber Hole and E-Call. E-Call's obviously dead right now, but... So he's going to go Iroh, and we're going to go Saber Hole, so he does not get the counter. We're going to leave him on 1. He's got Mirror Force and Grandmaster. So Grandmaster obviously dead at the moment. He's going to set the Mirror Force. Got Mirror Force, a really good draw for Rob. I don't know what we have on our hand, but... Attempt to get in there for 16 to rip his last card, but we get Mirror Forced, which is tough for us. Because that was game on board. I was kind of hoping it was a D-Prison, but what are you going to do? Sometimes you get the one-offs, you know? That's why you play them. Alright, so we're gonna, looks like we're thinking here. Okay, we're gonna set a monster and then pass it back to Rob. Rob's gonna draw. And then he's gonna rip the 1 for United. He does draw into a monster, which is really good for him. Now he can go Iroh plus Grandmaster, get his pot of greed off here. I don't know how he does it, man. I think Rob plays like 16, 17 monsters, maybe 18 with Rhoda. I can't play that for you, man. I don't see the monsters at that point. I just draw the stupid stuff that's not monsters. And he's got the D fissure. Worst card in the game. Hate that card. Hashtag salt. Alright, so he's going to attack over Raggy, gets banished. Really bad for us. That was our second X-saber for our Gotham Z-Call. Then he's going to get in there for direct damage. So Rob checking our grave here. He's like, oh, you don't have 2 X-sabers, lol. So we're gonna set a defense and then pray. That's our strat right now, is just pray. Defense are really bad for us. Not seeing the iron walls here. He's gonna attack, banishes our Arabellum, which would have been our other X-saber monster. We can't cat under D-fissure, so we're forced to just kind of pray here. That's really all we're doing. Rob in a fantastic spot. He draws another D-fissure. So he attacks. We're going to Iron Wall. There's no redeclare there. But so we're going to actually send our X-saber to grave. Get hit for 21. And he's going to summon Fossil Dyna. So we finally have 2 X-sabers in grave for our E-Call. And he summons Fossil. We got Fossil Dyna, plus we have a back row and D-fissure. So we're in a very, very tight spot. Oh, Rob actually might not set the back row, which looks like it's a bluff anyway. But we wouldn't know that, right? So yeah, so he's not gonna set it. Looks like he's gonna just sit on Gateway and the second D-fissure. We're gonna top deck out of our mind here for level limit. Super good for us here, but if Rob draws hand, I mean, we're not dead, but we're down to 100, so that could be pretty rough. Alright, we're going to set 1 and pass. Rob is fortunately for us, unfortunately for him, not drawing the 3-star guys. So he's going to go Gateway, summon Zanji in defense. Get his 2 tokens. And then he's forced to pass. We're going to draw. Still praying here. Bon Jovi playing in the background in my head. Just living on the prayer here. Checking grave, but we can't. I think we have Call the Haunted and we have E-Call here. And Fossil Dyna is just telling us that we can't play. So, trying to play around D-fissure, which we have. We now have the Iron Wall. But we still can't get in there with our guys because Fossil Dyna is just letting us say no. Fossil Dyna having 13 defense is really, really rough for us. Don't like it. It's not safe. Okay, so we finally draw into a monster. Unfortunately, it's not one that could beat over Dyna, but, you know, it's at least a monster on the board. So we attack Iroh. I think that's a misplay. I think we actually should have attacked Grandmaster there because he has Fossil Dyna out, so we can't special summon him again. So I think it was probably better to attack Grandmaster there, who has like an 800 defense or something. But we attack the Iroh. Best character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Can't change my mind. Let me know your favorite character in Avatar: The Last Airbender if you're a fan in the comments. Uncle Iroh, the Dragon of the West, definitely the best. So Rob gonna get tokens here. He's gonna go search out. Does he go get hand or does he go get Yaichi here? Those are probably his 2 best options. Both 3 stars. Both gonna do stuff. It's a mystery. Rob shuffling the deck. We can't see his search. Okay, so he's got the Yaichi here. Okay, so he's just going to start picking off back row. We got 3 of them, so he can't hit face-ups, but he can just start picking off our face-downs, so obviously going to be really good for him. But he had a normal this turn, so he can't do it this turn. So we're going to draw. We're going to go ahead and attack over the Grandmaster this time. Zanji also has 1300 defense, so we're just getting walled out by big old 13 defense. Okay, Rob's going to summon the Yaichi. I believe he claims priority here. And then he targets one of our back row. But we have 500, so he's gonna roll the dice. Hits the call. Not great. I would have liked the call once we find it out for Fossil, but you know, is what it is. And then he's gonna set one. We're double checking our back row here. Feels like we're fighting for our life. This level limit really let us back into the game. That card's too good. It wasn't super great game 1, but game 2, or game 3, excuse me, is much better. So we have the Raikou. Raikou to pop the Fossil Dino. We're going to mill all traps. It's really what you want to see from the Raikou mills. Every time I use Raikou in this deck, I mill like all spells and traps. Magic cards and traps, excuse me. Okay, so we can E-Call here, which is obviously very good. The Fossil Dino is gone. We have Brain Control. And Trapstone, it looks like. Okay, so we're going to do E-Call. We're going to target the Double Air Bellums. I think those are actually our only targets. Rob's going to attempt to grow, but forgets about Iron Wall. So, kind of saves our life here. The Iron Wall doing work. So, here we actually misplay. We should have brain controlled the Yaichi, and then we had game on board. We could have attacked over both Zanjis with the Air Bellums, and then attacked with the Raikou, the Ember's Blade, and the Yaichi. And even if he, he stops some of that, we can then go main phase 2, make Stardust. Which obviously would have been very good. Stardust plus level limit plus Iron Walls. Pretty good. We're trying to find the line here. We just don't see it in the moment. Didn't really expect to make it this far, to be honest. That top deck level limit was really good. So instead of doing the brain controlling the Yaichi, we decided to try and get value out of that. And we're just going to crash Emmers, go get on their Emmers. We're going to double beat over those guys. And then we're going to get in there for 200. And then, did we forget to attack with Emmers? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Second time I forgot to attack this match, man. What am I doing with my life? So, it looks like we're thinking on what to synchro with. Definitely going to use the Emmers. Definitely going to use one Ember's Blade. And even after our misplay of not brain controlling, here we definitely should have made Stardust with the Raikou. We should not have left that Raikou face up. But we go high on lay. I really debate on what to pop here because if he has Starlight Road, that would super suck for us. So I really think about it. The Trap Stun's still in our hands, so we can't Trap Stun the Starlight Road, obviously. We decided to just hit the Gateway. Figure that might be like his comeback play. I kind of wanted to leave the Air Bellum out so that I could continue to do beats with the level limit. And we popped Gateway, so I don't think that I have knowledge he has hand. Which, it looks like he just drew it, so I guess he didn't have hand. But I drew the level limit, I can't complain. So Rob thinking here. He's He's got double-edged sword technique. Super nice card in that deck if you can convert off of it. But we're going to trap stun. Thought I was in a pretty game-winning spot when I trap stunned there. But then he's got the hand. Handed to Grandmaster in defense. Hello, Brown. Come here. Apparently it's kitty time. So he's got the Shogun Shion. He's going to tribute off the Grandmaster, pop our Airbellum, because he would have to crash into it otherwise. He's going to go to battle, attack the Raikou. We do not have the book, unfortunately. Would have loved it. Second time I really wanted Book of Mu in this match. We're going to draw. Now we're in a bad spot. Hand can just kind of beat us down. We don't have that Call the Haunted from earlier. It got popped by Yaichi, and we couldn't chain because of the Spossel Dyna. So now we're in a really, really bad spot. We're checking grave. We're checking hand. And we're just going to scoop it up. So Rob's going to take this one. A couple misplays there. We could have won. Like I said, we could have used that brain control play. We could have made Stardust even after we didn't do the brain control. But is what it is, you know. Sometimes you misplay. And him revealing that that was not the Starlight Road. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And check out one of these videos over here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.